The thing for me is we often think about change as something that's tough, but we also realize that everything good that's around us came from massive disruption and massive change. And our perspective in these sort of places make all the difference, whether we fall into a trap of victim thinking or into the awakening of a creator, of somebody that sees change as opportunity. And what we are seeing right now is the death and destruction and implosion of many of the old ways of thinking and old structures that kept the power in positions of power and left it away from most other people. And what we're seeing right now is really the ability for us to participate in this new future as a collective. And I really am very excited about this opportunity where we're moving into something called the zero marginal cost society. And I might surprise you with these stats, but if you think about what digitization does to our world, is it makes most things almost free. The world we come from is a analog innovation linear process, not a dynamic digital disruptive process. And we're in this transition from this old world to this new world. And in this new world, where Jeremy Rifkin, a global economist, calls the zero marginal cost society. And what this means is that anytime anything is digitized, once it's repeated for almost zero. So think about photos. We can take millions of photos that can be replicated and sent across the world for almost nothing. This was an incredible feat. If you thought about it in the early 90s and late 90s, that was almost impossible to think about, but now it happened. The second thing that we've seen really start to take this idea of zero marginal cost society is communication. We're starting to see that communication is becoming cheaper and cheaper and almost free when we're talking about WhatsApp with a Wi-Fi hotspot. And next will be transportation, and next will be energy. Already education and entertainment are almost free. If you think about ever buying a record, a tape, a CD, back in the 90s, it was quite a lot of money. Today, for $5 a month, you can listen to all the music you want curated, especially for you through Spotify or Apple Music. And this is really proliferated all across the way. So yes, you might be going through a tough time right now, but in broad terms, I think as humanity, we're moving to a much more positive state where we have access to more often by more people. And I think that really is something for us to focus on whenever you're feeling down, that in broad terms, we're definitely moving to a more abundant, fluid, and dynamic world that we can all become very positive about, rather than being stuck in trying to keep the old, familiar comfort zones alive.